Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream, everyone. Let's get a bit of background music on, as usual. Hey, how we doing? Make sure, before we do anything else, do slap a like on the stream. We've got 12 people watching on YouTube. I want to see 12 likes when I go on there, please. That would be fantastic. Obviously, I do have Save with me. Save, how we doing, mate?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, I woke up to a nice green candle this morning. That's nice.
Yeah, very good, very good. Pappy, how we doing? Loki, great to see you, mate. Welcome, everyone, and to those of you that are watching on X as well. Big up the X people watching. Please do, if you haven't already, pop over to the YouTube and subscribe as well. It'd be great to see some of you convert over to the YouTube channel, or just hop over and give us that +1 subscribe. That would be great. We're now obviously in the 2000s, so next objective, 2.5K. Here we come. But obviously, we woke up this morning to a mammoth Bitcoin pump, didn't we? And then it's carried on going throughout the day. And yeah, just shy of 100K. Just shy of 100K. So overall, I mean, the markets are looking very frothy. The S&P, pumping alongside Bitcoin. I'm guessing we'll have a look at the Mag 7 shortly, but they will without doubt be up pre-market. Well, it'd be interesting to see what Google's doing actually, given yesterday's slump. But pretty much everything is having a good old pump. And I mean, look at ETH go.
Yeah.
Plus 8% on ETH. When did the last time we see that? And it's outperforming Bitcoin, Sol, everything else pretty much, XRP, BNB. It's outperforming everything. So ETH leading the way, which obviously transpires into a great rally on ETH Bitcoin as well. So we'll take a look at that. We'll go and actually zoom out and have a look at some daily and weekly charts on ETH Bitcoin to see what it's shaping up like. But yeah, overall, things are looking great. Things are definitely looking green, that's for sure too. And yeah, do make sure, drop a like on the stream, please, and let's get it going. Should have set a take profit on TIA. Yeah, we looked at TIA yesterday, didn't we, Pappy? I'll tell you what, we'll cover TIA really quick before we move on to anything else. But we was looking at TIA yesterday, saying about its rounding off pattern that it was getting. Here it is that we were looking at it. And by God, did it get something? Look at it. Obviously, we got the shift into Stonksy green background as well yesterday at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
But on stream we were talking about, wasn't we, this rounding off pattern on the bottom here of TIA, and it just got an absolute bazooka to the upside past $3. I mean, for an hourly candle, that was 20, just shy of 22%. Obviously, a lot of it got absorbed down, got sold into quite heavily. So it's marginally up from this candle, but even from yesterday, it's up pretty decently. So yeah, that just got absolutely bazookaed. And as you can see, just cleared out all local liquidity from recent weeks. Just cleared all these highs here. So yeah, interesting on TIA. We'll take a look at that and we'll just go through. We'll have a look at the watch list as well, because as you can see, altcoins are looking very rosy. Things up 5, 6, 7, 8%, some in double digits. So it'd be great to cover that. If you do have any altcoins you want us to cover, get them in the chat, bang them in there, and we'll take a look. But yeah, Stonksy obviously still long on the green background on Bitcoin too. And of course, the good old 5-minute double confirmation absolutely smashed it out the park across everything today, I think. We got Rick Mendes saying, can you have a look at Bitcoin dominance and ETH and the market? Yeah, we will. That's what we'll be doing, mate. That's the plan, I think. HH, no, I'm not Martini guy, no, but TMG is the owner of Stonksy. I am the presenter, and then Save, who I have next to me, is my co-host. So yeah. Mike, stop winding him up, mate. Mike, I haven't seen you in ages. My trade is still open. Oh, what, your TIA trade? Well, you're still up nicely, aren't you, mate, from yesterday? It's just a shame, yeah. I mean, you didn't get that upwards towards $3 take profit. But Mike, stop winding him up. But Mike, I've not seen you in the chat in months, I don't think. When was the last time I saw you? Being busy? Yeah, you have, haven't you? Got to spam the good old Capital Mike in. Capital Mike, there we go. Debbie Master, how we doing? But yeah, Save. I'll get you woke up in a very good mood today.
Well, your audio went funny again.
Did it?
What did you say?
I'm guessing you woke up in a very good mood today.
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, yeah, it's brilliant. I can talk about it in a bit if you like, but basically what it was is the BLOFIN trade that I wasn't sure about yesterday when the FOMC meeting was going on. It was that one where I had a really tiny position and I kind of added to it, and then I wasn't quite sure. Mm-hmm. And what I said was, if I can close it out with $100 profit, I'll do that. I actually did that, but then it kind of came back down again. The price did, and I thought, well, it's at about the level it entered the 1 hour green on Stonksy. I think it was something like that. But I thought, okay, well, that's a reasonable time to go long again. So I actually went long again during the FOMC, and that played out absolutely beautifully. And yet again, it's another one of these things where the 5 or the 6 minute time frame with Stonksy with that double confirmation thing is working like absolutely beautifully. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, we can have a chat about that in a bit.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. Most definitely.
But also, I don't know if you remember, but I I mentioned that while we were off air in the afternoon, I bought some Google shares when it dumped down. So even that's up nicely, you know. I only bought them spot, but that's currently
154 pre-market.
Yeah, so I bought at. Hang on.
This will end up getting retraced, though. You can see it, can't you? Obviously, it's got to open up here, but you know, whether it's today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, whatever.
Yeah.
You would think it will likely go back into the origin of the dump, like 164-ish.
So I'm only doing that with spot, so it's only 2.68% up, but it's quite a big position. So it's 303 quid. That was so. I was happy about that as well. So that's brilliant.
That's very good, mate. Have you left that open or have you sold it?
It's open at the moment. I've set a stop loss at 152.
Okay.
So just in case it does anything weird today, so it will close in profit if it goes down there. But I really want to see that retrace back up to 160 or something. If it goes up there, I'll be quids in.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Just while we're on that, I noticed when you look for Google on TradingView, there's Class A and Class C. Do you know what that's about? Because I haven't a clue.
No, let's see. So what one have I got?
I think
I've got Class A open.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. But then there's
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the difference would be.
So that's when you need.
I tell you what. Let's go and ask Grok.
Oh, well, yeah, your new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of them, the ticker is Goog, and the other one is the Class A one is Goog L. So.
Let's see.
So you could probably
there
say.
We go.
Okay.
So Class A, Goog L. These shares carry 1 vote per share, giving shareholders a say in corporate decisions like electing dictators or approving major policies. They typically trade at a slight premium due to this voting power. Goog, these shares have no voting rights, making them appealing to investors focused on economic returns rather than influence over company decisions. So there we go. That's why there's 2 of them, and that's why one trades at a premium. Although at the moment, actually, it looks like from where it closed yesterday anyway, the Class C one was actually trading higher.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the difference. There we go. So straight from Grok's mouth.
Thank you very much. I was about to say this is when we need Wiz, isn't it? But we don't.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Just use Grok. That's it.
Yeah, we don't need that guy. We don't need that guy. HH says waiting for crypto bloodbath with a dip of 50%. Is that possible in the coming months/weeks? 50%. I've no idea, mate. I don't know. I suppose if that's your plan, then I suppose just try and stick with your plan. I mean, the issue is, I think, just stick. I would say just stick with your plan. Just stick with your plan. Just don't get caught into FOMO is what I would say, from like an emotional standpoint, because obviously, say you're in full stables and you're waiting for this pullback or whatever. At some point, you probably will be tested mentally for just lobbing it all in. And obviously, we've had a move all the way up from 74.5k. So just as long as you can manage your emotions and that, then I suppose if that's what you're planning for, then maybe just stick with your plan. I don't know. It's completely up to yourself. But yeah, it's difficult to know, mate. It's difficult to know.
I have kind of considered when we get above 100k, I've considered maybe sort of DCAing into a kind of like a very low leverage short, so something like a 2x leverage. Mm-hmm. Like every time that everyone's euphoric, actually go short then, and I'll probably be underwater quite a lot because it'll probably go higher. But if it's 2x leverage, you can afford for it to go up to 200k, can't you? So I don't think it's going to do that. But,
150.
well, yeah. So So something like 2x leverage, you could be there and you could be ready. The only problem is if it just stays above 100 forever, and then you get, but
I
yeah,
suppose it depends on the size of the short, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're kind of just going to scale in slowly and you're perfectly happy with what you've got on the table, then yeah. But a 2x short for me, the liquidation would be 150k roughly, wouldn't it? So there's a lot of breathing room. Like, you got yourself 50%.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. No, actually, no. Is that right?
Yeah, 2x. Yeah, liquidate at 50%. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, HH, is it possible? I suppose. Minus 50% is a deep pullback. What Bitcoin to 50k on altcoins? I suppose it's not that hard. Bitcoin would probably only have to tank, 20%, 25% maybe, maybe even less for some altcoins. But yeah, if you're talking about, maybe Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, 50% for me, it would have to be a big pullback, wouldn't it? Jason says, does this chart show where Stonksy enters next trades? This is obviously the indicator. So this is what the indicator shows. This doesn't show the bot trades, no. But obviously you can see here where Stonksy entered the 5-minute trade here on the green background early this morning. Then we did get the bullish confirmation here with this green arrow. And then, it's still open at the moment. So that's what the indicator's showing, but the indicator does not show bot trades, no. I think you asked that yesterday too, didn't you? Bad time in Bevo Spaces on Twitter now and Town Hall in 15 mins. Well, I'm sure you would rather stay here, wouldn't you, mate? I'm only joking. You go where you want. Jeff, my good man Jeff, how we doing, Jeffo? Great to see you. Big up Jeff, everyone. Got some legends of the Discord in here. We've got Pappy, legend of the Discord. Jeff, aka Stella, aka Jeff, legend of the Discord. So yeah, do smash the likes, like Jeff says, do smash the likes. But yeah, so Bitcoin, this 5-minute, for anyone who doesn't know as well, this 5-minute double confirmation, also on the 6-minute too. But when you get a background and then an arrow shortly after, especially in these big trending moves, it just catches it every single time.
And the one I missed totally yesterday was Ethereum. Have a look at Ethereum on the 5-minute.
Yeah, there we go. So we're edging towards 2K, aren't we, on ETH? So we got in the 5-minute around 18.15. So currently, from the opening of the 5-minute, but also kind of around where the background with the arrow came in, we're roughly just shy of 9% up now.
That's amazing.
Within a day as well. Obviously, most of them gains coming today with ETH up 9%. So pretty much all them gains coming today. Well, of course he did, actually. The background came in today. Yeah. How silly of me. I was thinking that it was an extended one of this, but as you can see, we had this earlier in the week on Tuesday, which got this pump up. Again, background, arrow confirmation, bang, there's your 2. Push up. Red background, red arrow. There's your drop down again. So bang, there we go down. But then, we got it open again today. And then, there's the strong move on ETH.
And how's that looking on the 1 hour? Yeah, that's... So if you look on the 1 hour, because this is what I've been doing recently, is that I've been looking for the, to get the initial kind of clue. Been looking on the 5 and 6 minute, waiting for that double confirmation, and then when you're in the trade, if it's not gone green on the 1 hour, I'm waiting for that, and then when I get that, that's almost like a triple confirmation that you're going to go way higher.
Yeah.
And that's worked out brilliant with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and also those alts I was looking at yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got you. Very nice. Coding says, has ETH just had an upgrade, or has it not? Yesterday, the Petra upgrade. So they had Petra yesterday. Right. So yeah, that's ETH looking great, obviously today. But yeah, Stonksy catching the moves brilliantly on the 5 minute, 1 hour. Obviously ETH Bitcoin. So if we just obviously it's got the move on there as well. But if we just turn Stonksy off for a second, and we'll go and have a look at the wider position on ETH Bitcoin. So let's get rid of these arrows here. So as you can see, we did come right into this level. That I remember we marked this out one time on stream, and we did pop right into here. And then, dare I say, this actually looks not so bad for a turnaround now. I don't know. Kind of like the boy who cried wolf in it, you know, all the way down. Oh, don't look too bad. Oh, don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. But kind of now, with it, especially coming into, you know, the lows here, it does actually kind of look like maybe we are going to get a turnaround on ETH. So definitely something to watch out for is this ETH Bitcoin chart, because, I mean, is it out of the question that we get some type of V reversal as fast as it came down? Can we go back up? What would that be? I mean, that would be to be fair, that would be a monster move, plus 50%. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, on ETH Bitcoin, it's looking quite rosy on the weekly chart. That is for sure. So we'll keep an eye on that, most definitely. XRP, we didn't get the green background on that, but XRP itself is pushing back up quite nicely. Sol up over 5%. Again, Stonksy caught a great one. This opened a bit earlier than the ETH one. This opened late last night. Green background, green arrow, bang, there we go. So if we go and have a look on, say, the 4 hour on Sol, we're now approaching these highs. So pretty much we've just got this high left to take out from Friday the 25th of April. But in terms of zooming out, we've got kind of this area, which obviously was KSR. You know, resistance, 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 flip to support, support down here, and then that just kind of melted through it both ways. So I think potentially maybe 160 provides some SR. You can see a potential another area up here around 180. But definitely into this $200 level might be quite key. As you can see here, this acted as quite decent supply when it came into here. So definitely something to watch out for, that's for sure, on Sol. But yeah, it's definitely got room to run if the market stays good. Are you feeling extra bullish on any specific coins, mate?
Not particularly. What do you mean that hasn't run already?
Well, that's just in general across the whole market.
I think everything's looking quite nice at the moment. I'm just wondering what's going to happen though if Bitcoin gets up to like kind of first of all, 100k being the old psychological level again, and then I think there's quite a lot of resistance up at 102, that kind of thing. So yeah. I'm wondering what happens if it rejects quite hard. Then if it's going to pull everything down a little bit, that might make sense, mightn't it?
Yes,
but overall, everything's looking great. I mean, things like Sui's up like 14% today or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that on Bitcoin dominance as well. That has had a big fall off, hasn't it? Now that is interesting.
Is that because ETH's had its?
It's because ETH's just been the daddy today, I think.
Yeah.
Let's go and check out this. I didn't notice that Sui was up so much. Where is Sui? Oh, yeah, look at it. Oh, and look at that. See, just rinse and repeat. Here's another one. Green background, green arrow. Bang, there we go.
It's great, isn't it?
But Sui is now, I'm guessing it's approaching its... Yeah, so it's back approaching these highs that it had before. That was a strong move on Sui. And... yes, we are pressing these highs now, so potentially into $4 next. Who says no? I don't know. Who says no, mate?
Yeah.
Do you say no to $4 or do you say yes?
Well, for Sui, yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. I think everyone would like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It's a monster daily candle. Look at that. What a beast. What a beast of a daily candle. But yeah, Sui doing absolute work today. What else have we got? We got Torn up a little bit. Nothing major. H-bar's up pretty decently. Dot's having a good day. Dot. 7% on Dot. Wow. 7% on Dot. Look at that. Super move.
Should we have a look at Mantra while Reggie Man's not here?
Yeah, so Mantra actually dipped all the way down to 35 cents yesterday. Unfortunately for Reggie Man.
Do you reckon he's all right?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I hope he is. But yeah, don't look. I mean, it literally just keeps falling, doesn't it? There's kind of like, is there any end in sight for this piece of shit? I don't know.
For anyone who doesn't know, there's a guy. I don't think he's here today, is he?
No, I'm not seeing Reggie Man now.
There's a guy called Reggie Man who is normally here, and he's long on OM from, it's like 78 cents or something. Really
I think his first one is at like 58, and then he had a second one at 50, I think, or 40 something. I think, yeah. Anyway.
And I think he's just been piling loads of margin into it and stuff to try and avoid getting liquidation, And we can't give financial advice, but really, man, you've got to give up at some point,
Yeah, I mean, Reggie Man is an absolute legend of the stream. Big up Reggie Man for anyone who is familiar with him from the streams. But it's like become his arch nemesis now. OM, I would say it's definitely like his arch nemesis. That is for sure.
The only problem is if you get yourself in that situation, you can't really do anything else. I mean, you can't, you're not going to be able to, even if you've got money on the side, which you probably haven't, because he's probably put every penny he's probably put his life savings into the margin on that, to prevent liquidation. But at that point, you can't do anything, and all you'll do, you just watch your mates getting rich as the price goes up and everyone's longing or whatever, and you'll be just hoping you get out alive, So yeah, don't let yourself get in that situation.
Yeah. So big up Reggie Man anyway, but yeah, we hope he's all right, and we hope he's not suffered the hands of the market just yet.
It would be great if he gets out alive and has a story to tell,
Yeah, imagine he holds it all the way back up to like $2-3 and just has like complete turnaround. That'd be epic. I mean, I'll be honest, Kato looks kind of interesting, doesn't it?
I completely forgot to look at it because it was Wiz that was talking about shorting it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it kind of looks interesting for where it is now for shorting it, because we've got a little. Don't normally pay attention too much to candlestick patterns, but this is a pretty good tweezer top on the daily chart at the moment anyway. So tweezer tops tend to be quite tweezer tops and bottoms anyway tend to be quite interesting. I'm kind of interested in it, to be honest. I'm gonna keep tabs on it. What else we got? Got ZRO. What's that? Oh, Aero's having a good day. Oh, this I planned for ages to buy this in here, and I didn't end up buying it. Should have. That's having a great old time of it. Aerodrome Finance, that is up, 12% today. Wowzers, that is good. So yeah, there's Aero. S, so S for Sonic, big day. Got Say, big day, and yeah, you can see this one got into the Stonksy background as well with the double. I mean, this double confirmation just works a dream, doesn't it?
It does. I'm so chuffed that you made me aware of that, because that's earned me quite a few quid over the last few days.
Yeah, absolute dream on that. We've got Jasmine, WorldCoin is another one. I don't think you can quite see it, but yeah, there is the green arrow there. So that's on WorldCoin. GRT, the graph. Remember the graph? LDO with an 11% today. That's probably piggybacking on the ETH pump. Immutable X. ENA is having. I mean, this one. this was a bit of a fun. Oh no, to be fair, it was still down there. I was kind of watching for something like this. I wasn't really sure on where to put my entry. I was just kind of depicting. I drew this a while ago. Kind of depicting on what might happen. It looks like maybe it's coming in a little bit higher than I was thinking, but definitely something to keep an eye on. I mean, that's a very strong day on ENA too. So really nice move. And then if we flick over to the 5 minute, yeah, captured absolutely beautifully by Stonksy. So that is another one in the bag for the 5 minute double confirmation. Inge. There we go. There's another one. Inge, double confirmation, bang. And Inge must have had a decent rally from off the bottom there. Yeah, so it was down around $6-7. So that is a decent rally, nearly 100% up. So not so bad at all from Inge. Everything's had really good rallies, hasn't it?
It has. It has. Except XTP.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, to get a rally, you actually have to have somewhere to buy it and trade it, don't you? So yeah.
Well, no, that was the thing with XTP. It's getting delisted from like it's only on 2 exchanges.
Bitfinex.
Yeah, Bitfinex is one of them. It's getting delisted from there, so the price is tanking a bit today. Radium
is up very nicely, just shy of 9%. I haven't checked up on XTP in ages. Tia, alongside obviously this Gigapump, we did get a lovely 5 minute confirmation there as well. So we'll probably just keep flicking through these charts, but you pretty much get to the picture. I mean, this is a perfect example of where you could have really picked anything, and as soon as this background come in, you would have made money. Jupiter's had a great run. Big run on Jupiter. Render, Algo, Kaz, Paul, ETH Classic, Apt, ICT, Tau. Tau's had a big day, back up at $400.
Yeah.
I think that must be nearly 2x, or actually probably over 2x from where it bottomed out when Bitcoin was down at 74. Aave, Nia, I think we're coming back to the opposite way now. We've covered these. But yeah, I mean, just flicking through the watch list there, you can see just how good this 5 minute has been today. As Jeff says, you could have thrown a dart and hit a winner today. Absolutely, yeah. You literally,
yeah, true.
Well, apart from anything that's in the, the few that are in the red, yeah, you definitely could have. What have we got? We got Lee Isherwood. Hello, mate. Cyprian bro says bullish on ZPay. We can check ZPay out. Sean, how we doing, mate? Florin, great to see you. Matty, good afternoon to you, mate. Thank you very much for joining. Crypto bro, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Big thank you to everyone that's joined so far, and let's just have a quick look. Where are we on the like count? Hang on. 35 viewers, 14 likes. So for those of you that haven't liked yet, please do take a minute to pop down and hit the like button. It only takes 2 seconds, but does massively help out the stream. But 35 viewers, thank you very much for joining. And if you are new, do subscribe. But yeah, please do. Let's push this over at least 20 likes, even to 25. Give you guys that mission now. Go and push the like count to 25. And Crypto Bro, I know that you'll keep pushing in the chat. You keep saying, everyone get this like count to 25. I know that you'll love that. Oh, just having some water.
Yeah, I heard you putting your foot massager on as well.
Feels amazing. It feels absolutely unbelievable. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to hop on my phone as well. I'm going to go and like the stream on my phone.
Okay.
Which will boost us up another like. So every like counts. There we go, up to 18 likes now with that like of mine.
Huh.
So there we go. But yeah, I'm just going to have a minute of breather because it is quite hot in this snood. I suppose, have you got anything you'd like to cover, mate?
Yeah, I can talk about the BLOFIN trade that I was doing yesterday, if you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
because it worked out rather well. Let me just get
let's do it. That'll be good.
Let me just get my chart up and
and
just make it suitable for adult viewing.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll have a little breather then and let you take the stage. But then once we're done with that, we'll get the poll up around 2:00. So in the next 20 minutes or so, we'll get the poll out for US Open. And do remember as well, I think this rally was basically catalyzed, wasn't it, by Trump coming out saying that there's going to be some major news. I know he said he come out, I think it was yesterday, saying that there was going to be some major news across Thursday, Friday, or Monday. But I think he said something else overnight, saying that there's going to be big tariff news. So I don't know whether people are anticipating China or whatever, but I think that's kind of what gives this other leg up. They kind of kick in the backside. Yeah,
it can be slightly worrying though, can it? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's an announcement of an announcement, isn't it?
Yeah, is it going to be sell the news?
Yeah, so, Anyway, so where are we now?
Where are we now?
Okay, right. So this is Bitcoin USD using Bybit as the data source. This is on the 5-minute time frame. And what I noticed yesterday basically when I was that wasn't yesterday, that was the day before. No, I'll tell you what, it wasn't on the 5-minute. Sometimes it's worth looking on the 5-minute, and if you're not seeing anything interesting, have a look on the 6-minute as well. Okay, so the 6-minute time frame on Bitcoin, this was brilliant because this went green at 6:00 on Tuesday. Okay, so we were at 94,450 then, which is a long way away, isn't it? And what I found to be really good is basically looking for this, looking for the 6-minute or the 5-minute background going green. Easiest way to do that is to make an alert. Just go here, select Stonksy, and then select, you could just go generic background change, and then if it changes from green to nothing, or nothing to green, or red to nothing, or red to green, or green to red, it will send you a notification. And I normally set that for once per bar close, but if you're staring at the chart all day, you might want it once per bar. It means you get a lot of notifications, but it's worth doing that just to sort of see when it happens. And when it does, you'll get a notification. So then what you're really looking for is this green arrow. Okay, now just to clarify, just in case anyone's not familiar with what we're up to, is over on Stonksy, I'm not sure what these are set at normally, but the bullish bearish arrow settings on the inputs, what we found, or what Dave has found, is that if you put the sensitivity on 8 and put the confirmation period on 1, these arrows work out really well with this technique. So this is really good on the 5 and 6-minute time frames. So we got this green arrow sort of confirming the green background, if you like. That happened at 6:00 in the evening on Tuesday, and by the way, I'm talking about UK time, so that's UTC +1 or GMT +1. So that happened then, and as I say, we were down at like 94.5k then. So what I would do at that point, if I'd missed it, and I found this to be really effective as well, is actually, I noticed that when I woke up, or when I looked at the chart later on, we were up here. So I thought, oh no, I missed the entry. If you're not sure, then it's worth, I think, setting an entry at whatever the price was when it went onto that green background. So I actually had it there, and it came back down here, and it filled my order, and then up we went, which was brilliant. Now at that point, I woke up in the morning around about here, about 7 o'clock, and it was up very nicely. What I realized at the time was I hadn't put like that much capital into the trade. It was basically because over in my BLOFIN account, I'd had the majority of the money in my funding account rather than my futures account. So in fact, the actual trade was tiny. So what I did then was I thought, well, okay, well, I'll stick with it. I had a check on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so where are we now? We're on, oops, hang on, come back. So the 1 hour time frame had actually been long since 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. So that was great. So even when the FOMC meeting was going on around about here, okay, it was still okay. Now what I did do during the FOMC, I don't know if you saw it last night, but I was kind of fiddling about my trade, really. I was thinking, if I get an opportunity to add to my little trade to make it a bit bigger, and then that might be quite good, you know, in the hope it would go up, sort of thing. And I did that, but because I wasn't sure of what Powell was going to say, and to be honest, trading the FOMC is a really dodgy thing, I did actually close it when we got a little pump here. I just took $40-$50 or something like that, and I closed the trade then. But then when I saw it come down here, and that was kind of towards the end of the FOMC, when we're all getting a bit bored, and you know, it was just getting a bit dull, to be honest. I think that we ended the stream then. I went long here, and then what I did is when I saw the price moving up, I kind of, you know, made my position a bit bigger. So consequently, I was hoping, let me just change tab. So consequently, I was hoping, it's coming down now. Consequently, I was hoping to get away with about $100 profit. So by the time I'd sort of done my in and outing and stuff, I had like 107 USDT of realized profit. And then I just went to sleep. I put a stop loss in profit, and I just went to sleep. And I woke up this morning, and we were actually up here when I woke up. No, it wasn't. I was where was it? No, yeah, okay. So we were about here when I woke up this morning, and then it went up a bit since. And consequently, the $100 I was hoping to take, I got anyway, and it's now $1,440 in profit, 63%. I think that's pretty amazing. Now that would pay for Stonksy pretty much for a year, wouldn't it, in one trade? And the amount I was trading with, well, it wasn't actually that much, because that's because I've taken some profit, added it back in, but the margin originally was just over $2,000 US, you know, to $2,000. So kind of goes to show that, you know, using that kind of 5 or 6 minute confirmation technique type thing, you can make, you know, a trade that can earn you like a year's worth of Stonksy in one go. And if you pay for it annually, you actually save a hell of a lot of money, by the way. So do consider that. So that's been brilliant. So I'm very chuffed with that. Now what my plan is with that, I've set this take profit here at just over 100k, just to take a quarter of it off the table if I need to. Well, not if I need to, but to take that off the table if it gets up there. And then, because I think at that point, I think we might get a bit of a rejection, because I think a lot of people might be thinking the same kind of thing, or even people who've got, like, you know, spot bags from lower might want to sell it at 100k. So I can imagine that being a bit of a psychological resistance. But I believe something like 102 is going to be the next major resistance. But maybe you can show us on your liquidation heat maps and stuff at some point, Dave. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that. So I think that's brilliant. So yeah, so that was with Stonksy. So do sign up to Stonksy if you haven't got it already. Honestly, it is a bit of a game changer. and it certainly makes my life easier. It really does. And yeah, getting it for the annual is much cheaper than the monthly. But try it for a month, see what you think, and then yeah.
I mean that's a superb trade, that, isn't it?
It's all right, isn't it? I thought that was...
considering that it started off with you not getting the amount of margin that you wanted, and then you moved your entry down, didn't you, during FOMC?
I did, yeah.
And then you've ended up with, within less than 24 hours, nearly $1,500. Well, yeah, $1,500 in profit. Most of it unrealized at the moment, but that's pretty insane. Insane. So,
I'm trading on BLOFIN. If you use the link that, have you put it in the description?
First link in the description it is.
If you use that link, by the way, I believe you actually get the same. You pay the same fees as what you would do if you're VIP 1. And normally to do that, you'd have to have quite a high trading volume. So I don't think anyone else has that. So use that, and also that entitles you to use the Stonksy bot as well. So do sign up to BLOFIN there, and do sign up to Stonksy Indicator. So any questions?
Yeah, any questions? I see we've got your mate in here, CD Cherry Tree.
Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he? He's great.
Yeah, CD Cherry Tree.
He's my most loyal fan. I don't know if he's a fan.
I'm sure he is a fan if he watches your videos all the time. I tell you what, where did that name come from?
CD Cherry. I actually know. Actually,
do you?
Yeah, because CD are his initials, and Cherry Tree, that's actually his surname, but in a different language.
Ah, okay.
And it's quite a clever name, actually.
Yeah, and I'm loving the glasses as well. Loving the glasses and the beard and the hair. What a guy CD Cherry Tree is. Coding Crypto Fitness says they made a trade deal with the UK. Yeah, that come out. Hey, tell you what, actually, as well, for those people in the UK, we got a 25 basis point cut today on interest rates, which is good.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they cut 25 basis points today, 0.25. The Bank of England. So, for those of you that are looking, maybe looking for mortgages or whatever soon, I don't know. The rates had already started coming down over recent weeks, but they should get brought down a little bit more, I think, on mortgages and stuff like that because of this cut. So, yeah, maybe we're back to a favourable conditions in the UK. I don't know, because the rates have been high for long now.
Actually, that's always a funny one, because my brother, often we speak about financial things, and he's a bit older than me, and he's not a risk taker at all. And every time there's a cut in interest rates, he's like, oh God, there's a cut in interest rates. And that's because he's got like a load of money in the bank, earning his 1% a year or whatever it is.
Yeah.
0.07, and it goes down from 0.07 to 0.05. And so he's kind of all miserable about sort of interest cuts, and I'm like, oh, brilliant.
Well, the thing is, people have been loving it, haven't they, for a few years now, 4-5% on savings accounts. It can't last forever, so yeah, hopefully we're back into favorable conditions, because I am actually looking to secure a mortgage in the near future, so hopefully caught it at a good time. Yeah, I kind of want another house, but I might be too old to get a mortgage. Well, a few of them trades, mate. A few more of them trades, and you soon rack it up.
I know. Well, that's actually my plan. Actually,
you might just need to move back to the north and get away from them horrendous prices below the southern hemisphere of the UK.
Never. I don't know. I'm not going anywhere near the Midlands.
No. Well, go all the way up to Scotland.
Actually, we were in that wedding I went to last year. That was near Dumfries, and that was brilliant up there. And then a few days before, we were over in a place called Jedburgh, which is over on the sort of like east from Dumfries, and absolutely gorgeous up there, But I don't know. I struggle with the weather in the south of England enough without the fear of going further north. But I don't know. But you keep reporting nice weather, don't you? You know,
It's lovely.
You're more north than me.
Yeah, it's lovely. You can't really complain, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's been quite nice, yeah. So yeah, there we have it.
But yeah, but that is my plan though. My plan is to sort of get a house out of trading crypto really, and then the plan then will be to sort of work out how to do it without to give all my money away in capital gains tax. You know, so there is that really. So
well, I suppose what you could do is, I think, obviously we're a few years away yet, but I believe that Mr. Farage is quite the pro crypto kind of guy. So okay. I think I'm not exactly too sure. If anyone knows for sure, let us know in the chat. But I believe there was kind of talk that if he got in, then capital gains on crypto would be quite low, if not zero.
Oh, right.
Which would be good.
Yeah, things you never know with him, do you? Because he quite famously lied about the NHS money, didn't he?
Yeah.
You're a bit of a fan now, aren't you?
I do. Yeah. Well, without getting all political, yes, I do like him. But yeah, that was also Boris, though, wasn't it? And he ended up prime minister. Do you remember Boris driving around London with that bus? And it was like 350 million to the EU every week. We'll put this into the NHS. And he ended up prime minister, didn't he? So
was that Boris or was that Farage?
No, it was Boris.
Oh,
yeah, I remember it well. I remember it very well, actually, almost vividly. I could almost say vividly. But yeah, that was a great run through by you there, mate. And so, what's your idea of closing it at 100k? Is it just because it's at 100k?
Yeah.
Or,
yeah, that's not closing it though. It's only what do you call it? Hang on. So that's closing 14 grand of the position, and it's a 58 grand position.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So you're securing about.
It's about a quarter of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, come 100k, that will probably be up towards about 1,700 ish, maybe something like that. 1,800. I don't know.
That yeah. So yeah. So it'll give me about $300 or $400 to sort of play with, and my idea being then is, I think there'll be a bit of a pullback, and at that point when we get a little bit of a dip, I'll add it back in. Because at the moment, that's my entry there. The stop loss is above that. I mean, I could always move that up a bit more, So the stop loss is in profit, so there's no risk anymore. Yeah, it's just a nice position to be in, So that's the idea. Go up there, take about quarter off the table. Maybe the price comes back down, add it back in. And when I do that, that'll mess up my entry a little bit. So the entry will move up a little bit, but it won't be a lot though, because it's only a quarter I'm adding back in, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'll put the stop loss back in profit. And that's how I normally do trades, to be honest. They kind of I'll do that for a while, and then the stop loss gets really near where the price is, and eventually it closes, and that's the end of the trade, really. That's it's probably not the nicest way to end a trade, but that's what I tend to do, really. Yeah. So and by the way, I am on 25x leverage, but what I did was when I went into the trade, I used smaller amounts, so that I wasn't too worried.
Yeah.
But as soon as it had established, I'd established which way the price was going, which was up, and that was kind of once the FOMC meeting had finished. Once it had done that, I added a bit more to the position, and then went a bit larger, really. So yeah, it is like a 58 grand trade, but it's only trading with a margin of 2.2k. So yeah,
Very nice, mate. Very nice. I like it. Yeah, it's good. I mean, super trade. You cannot complain that for less than 24 hours, can you?
well, you never know. What might happen is it might get to 230 and that just nukes right down here, hits my stop loss, and I make 100 quid.
Yeah.
But hopefully not. Hopefully not. To be honest, while we've got Stonksy on the 1 hour being green, I'm very hopeful actually, because it's normally great on the green, isn't it? On the 1 hour.
Yeah. And lower time frame, we probably want to keep an eye on the 5 minute maybe as well.
Well, the 5 minutes sort of going in and out a little bit, Oh, no, it's not.
5 minute, yeah, 5 minutes been green, but
that's since midnight. Okay, oh, that's all right. That's good.
Yeah, so yeah, it's worth keeping an eye on. But I think as long as you'd imagine, as long as the S&P and stocks hold up, maybe Bitcoin gets that kind of room to hold up, unless it needs to come down for like a liquidity sweep or whatever. James, how we doing? We've got Baldy McGinge in. Baldy McGinge, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. It's saying Bevo, you're loving Bevo. I think TMG's just been on a Bevo Spaces, hasn't he? Nick, how we doing? Nick K, great to see you, mate. Big up, Nick K. For those of you that haven't done already, please do drop a like on the stream. We're up to, let's see, 26 likes, yeah, with people dipping in and out. So please do drop a like on the stream. It is much appreciated. And of course, click them links in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN, non-KYC account. Some great welcome bonuses as well for joining with the Stonksy link. And of course, we're still running the Bot 20 offer on Stonksy, which is the indicator on screen. You also get access to the Discord server and trading bots. So do check that out and sign up to that. But yeah, great to see everyone. I'm guessing people have come from listening to the Bevo spaces. I don't know. There was something going on. I don't know if it was the town hall or the spaces or which way round it was. I know that there was two things going on. But yeah, it seems like James was in there. James, are you feeling extra bullish today, mate? See if James is feeling extra bullish.
So hang on, James is Baldy McGinge, is that right?
Yeah, James is Baldy McGinge.
Okay. So just having a quick look at Nvidia as Nvidia had a good day yesterday, actually.
Yeah, and I think everything's up pre-market. I think. Out of the Mag 7 anyway. Yeah, Amazon's up nicely. Oh, what's that? That's that Intel.
It's Intel, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's right up there.
Oh yeah, that's a good push up on Intel. But yeah, out of the Mag 7, I think we'll see a lot of them up pre-market. We'll look at them before as well. It's 2 o'clock now. We've got half an hour until US Open.
Okay.
So I do have the vote on as well in the chat. So do get your vote in on the poll. And it's not the poll that you wanted, James, either.
I saw that. Do you want to run through your Mag 7 stuff? Because I haven't really got like a nice list on my watch list, and I really want to make one.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. What you want to make? What one with the Mag 7 on and stuff? Well,
I quite like putting these what do you call them? These like little section things. You go to your watch list. You can do add section here.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of, so I've got like.
I've always wondered how to do that. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah.
So, but what you do is when you add a new thing to your watch list, it always appears down the bottom. So you have to kind of drag it up. I've not found an easy way to do that. So I've put like all my Elrond rubbish up here.
Right. I didn't know that's how you did it. I've always wondered how you get them sections.
Yeah, and then you can you can rename them as well.
Yeah.
So I've got like me regular cryptos there, and then I've got that's Crypto Saving Expert and Block Pro. That's the things that get talked about in there. I must admit, Block Pro's got his eye on the ball, hasn't he? You know.
Oh yeah.
Look at that bunch. They're just like,
yeah.
And the ones I put a green flag next to, those are the ones. There were 6 of those yesterday. And those were the ones that were really not complying. What's the word? Those were the ones that were working brilliant with the 5-6 minute double confirmation thing that we're talking about. So there were 6 yesterday, and I had a look through them today, and they're all well, they've got 2 more now because you've got Sui that has that brilliant one there. There's Link. I think that was more of a 6-minute one actually. Look at Link. That went green there. 13.8, and we're up here now, sort of like 14. Amazing.
Big move.
Tia did that thing. I think that was a 5-minute one.
Yeah, it was. I looked. When
I get. And then you got all these like AVAX. Look at that. This is a total reason why, if you haven't got Stonksy, you should get it. Because, like, honestly, just look out for a green background, look out for a green triangle, check the 5-minute and 6-minute.
Yeah, and then we'll run through the watch list again, like we did before US Open, just looking at all these 5-minute indications.
Yeah, but they're all brilliant, like that dot one and say ZRX. It's like the same chart, and it's like just amazing.
Absolute fire.
STG
by Stonksy over the recent days. Rick says USA and UK. Yeah.
Anyway, so I got them lot there. Then I
think that's why the Bank of England actually said that's the reason that they cut rates, because of Trump's tariffs.
Okay. So I got my little TradFi section there, but I was going to actually sort of make a, down here, I was going to add like a new section. And I was going to, where's that gone?
You're going to make the Mag 7 out of it?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. So then you can right click that, rename it, and you can go like Mag 7. And then actually what NVIDIA, so that shouldn't be there. Hang on a sec. And then you have to sort of move them around like that, So what have I got already? NVIDIA's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. Got NVIDIA. I think you've already got Tesla on there as well, I think.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. I think you've got Google on there as well.
I have.
And you got Apple.
Yeah. I was halfway there, wasn't I?
You pretty much got all of them. I think you're just missing Microsoft and Meta, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
What was the one? Apple.
Yeah, you got Apple there. So you got 5 there now, yeah? Yes, you're just missing Microsoft and Meta.
Okay. So, right. Okay. So I just organising my house while while we're hanging about. Microsoft, what's it called?
If you just type it in, it'll come up. Just Microsoft. If you just type in Microsoft. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. MSFT. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. All right.
No, what's that? PIF? No, you want it from the Nasdaq, don't you?
Oh shit! That's because. Sorry, excuse my French. Where's it gone? Hang on. Yeah, I know what I did. Hang on. I'll remove that in a minute. So
yeah, I tell you what, you can sort that out though, but then I'll throw mine up quick while you sort that out, and we'll have a look where they are pre-market.
Okay.
So let's start with Nvidia. So yeah, I think you covered Nvidia, didn't we? It's up nearly 2 points pre-market. So yeah, Nvidia's up nearly 2 points pre-market. Apple is up a little bit. Nothing major across the board. Oh well, Meta's up decently actually. That's 10 points. Microsoft up a couple. Amazon doing quite well, up a handful. Tesla up a couple of points, and then Google obviously making that somewhat of a recovery, which will probably turn out to be quite nice. I mean, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was thinking, but if it gets back up there, that's nearly 10%. So that wouldn't be bad at all.
I'll be happy.
Yeah, so that's where we are. Let's see what the polls do. So 67% of people think that we're going up on US Open. So do make sure you get your vote in for that as well. But let's cover some more stuff. So we did this at the start stream, but we'll do it again while we've got time. But we'll just run through the 5-minute chart on things. So obviously you can see Bitcoin here. A lot of these as well on the 1 hour. I've caught them perfectly too. But obviously with this latest move, I mean, ETH's move is just insane. We got this green arrow earlier in the week, which caught this pump. Then the red arrow and background, the double confirmation, catching the push down, and then back into the green with the green double confirmation there. There's the arrow, and just rip up today. So unbelievable. Sol's up very nicely again. Sol's fat. Sol had a bit of kind of consolidation and kind of like lackluster price action. It just kept falling down, but completely erasing that today and onto what might be new local highs soon, as it is in search of 160, 170, maybe even 180. Doge doing fantastic, back up at 18 cents. So yeah, Doge is doing very, very nicely as well. What else have we got? We've got ADA up nicely. Link, you covered Link before, didn't you, mate? Sui is the big one. Oh, Sui up 13.5%, and of course, pretty much. Well, actually, yeah, the whole move, because here's where the green background came in. It was actually bang on 12 o'clock as Thursday changed over. So there's the green background. There's the green arrow. Double confirmation on the 5-minute. Bang, there we go. We've got XLM. For those of you that still look at XLM, there's another one on XLM. Litecoin's been interesting because we got this mega move on it earlier. When was this? So this was on Tuesday, earlier in the week. And again, this is another one of them double confirmations. Green background, green arrow, bang. Then we caught the drop down. Red background, red arrow, bang. And then we are in a green background, green arrow, in a slight bit of profit. But is this going to try and entertain going back towards $100? We got Torn, H-bar doing quite well. Dot seems to have woken up a bit. Dot's up nearly 7%. And again, another killer by Stonksy there. Uniswap doing well. Ondo, Nia's doing well. Tau just on an absolute ripper. App's not doing too bad. That's up 6%. What else have we got? Let's see. Rattle through some of these. Render doing nicely. Jupiter's doing nice. Arb is doing lovely. Anything kind of ETH beta should be up quite nice. Obviously, Tia that we mentioned before, just absolute giga candle on that 5-minute there. Inge back above $10. Everything's had a real nice push. ENA, similar percentage to Sui, just absolute rocket to the upside. LDO's doing nice. Say, obviously, I think this dipped down to 14 cents on the low. So that's doing absolutely brilliantly. Aero's doing nice. E-Gold has had a nice push up, and that's another one from Stonksy there. So there's E-Gold.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got a few more that we're looking at here. But yeah, that's the majority of what's on the list. So big push up across the market with Stonksy catching pretty much all of it across the 5-minute, and obviously translated to the 1 hour on most of them as well. Wow, it's hot, man. It's hot. Stella, aka Jeff, says, "You know what's not going up at open? RIP, Reggie, man." Oh man, feels bad, man, doesn't it? It feels bad. Big up Reggie, man, because he's a proper good dude as well. I think he's just been caught in a really bad trade, which is a shame. It's a shame, but yeah, you know what?
Easily done, though.
It's easily done, and hopefully he gets to turn it around. But yeah, they're not nice, them trades, because when you kind of refuse, sometimes when you refuse to take a small loss, it suddenly just gets out of control.
Yeah.
And I think that's obviously maybe one of the cases of refusing to take a small loss has just kind of got out of control.
Yeah.
So.
And it's worth bearing in mind that, if you lose 10%, you need to make 11% to get it back. And if you lose 20%, you need to make 24% to get it back. If you lose 50%, you need to make 100% to get it back. And if you lose 100%, then you're broke.
Yeah. And you have to find more money from somewhere.
Yeah, which is like a horrible situation to be in.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he'll be back soon, I imagine. And hopefully he's back with a vengeance and comes back in and says, nope, I'm turning this around.
Yeah.
Which is what we hope. But yeah, big up anyone who's joined today. Big up to you all. Thank you very much for joining. And what should we move on to next, mate? What do you think?
I think we should do some suggesting that we click the like button.
Yeah, do click the like button. We've got a good amount of likes. You know what? Everyone's been really good with the likes past few days. Thank you very much for everyone that's been dropping the like bombs. Yeah. It is vastly appreciated because it does help us out massively. So yeah, thank you very much for that.
If there's anyone here who hasn't got Stonksy, then let us know in the chat. And if you've got any questions, like any reservations about it, then just tell us, because we'd love to get more people on board. Obviously, because that's what we're here for. But we're here to help.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is always good, anyone who doesn't have Stonksy, get your questions in. Get your questions into the chat.
Okay. Right, what to look at? I don't know, really. Let's leave it to the chat. Come on, tell us what you want us to look at.
Yeah, you tell us. You direct us. You say, look at this, please.
Meanwhile,
obviously, altcoins are moving brilliantly, so.
Yeah. Do you want to look at one of those, something like the others chart or something like that? Or
oh yeah, I suppose we could do, couldn't we?
They're always. I'm not sure how relevant they are these days, but because I always think they were invented when there was about 100 altcoins, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And like now there's like 1 million or something. So I'm not quite sure how relevant they are.
I think I've got Filecoin on here somewhere. Oh, yeah, it is Filecoin. Another one that Stonksy's caught beautifully. I mean, Filecoin was interesting because I think it just kind of dipped to like new lows. I mean, especially for on the Binance chart. Anyway, I don't know. Probably you could find some price action maybe on different exchanges, but dipped all the way down to a low of $2.11. But Filecoin's one of them ones that's just been around forever. I mean, I would imagine that. Hang on. Oh no, so maybe it wouldn't actually. Maybe it wouldn't have any data on other exchanges, because this is actually looks like the launch candle. So it kind of just dripped down into this range and kind of stayed in there for ages, didn't it? Just chopping up or chopping down, and then eventually went to new lows. But is it going to turn it around? We'll have to see.
I'll tell you what might be interesting, is to look at Ethereum Classic, because I think we've used to have this in the past where like Ethereum does something and then people think, oh, okay,
yeah,
if Ethereum's done that, maybe Ethereum Classic will do it as well. There's no reason why it should, but
yeah, I think another one that people probably forget about is ETHW.
What's that?
ETH proof of work. So this was created when the merge happened.
Yeah.
People got given. I think it was. I can't remember how people got given this, but people got given this when the merge happened, and it was kind of like a switch over. Like this, ETHW stayed as proof of work, so the network is still proof of work. But this was like I think it was like $30 at one point or something. So I don't know whether there's anything in this or not. Probably not. But again, this is another one that's kind of tied to ETH a little bit. For anyone interested in looking at maybe them ETH betas. Obviously, you got all the L2s as well. Your OP, your Polygon, your ARB, Blast, whatever else whatever others there are.
Yeah, I think I got some in a Bybit account actually because I had some Ethereum, but as far as I remember, it was so small I couldn't do anything with it. You know.
Yeah. I can't remember why people got given it. I don't know. But yeah, Filecoin. Nicky, you a Filecoin bull? Would you say? Oh, it is so hot, man. It is roasting. I'm sweating. I hope everyone's enjoying the weather.
But it depends where you are, doesn't it?
It does depend where you are. But yeah, I think overall it should be nice overall, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, right. What should we move on to next? We've got 10 minutes until US Open, so we can do whatever. But do make sure, yeah, for those of you that don't have Stonksy yet, you can get 20% off your first month.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Click the second link in the description, which will take you to the Stonksy website. Click start now, and then it's this monthly option you want. Click the monthly button, and then you use code BOT20, which will take 20% off this cost for your first month. So you can come and give it a go, give it a try, and you will most definitely want to stay after that. But yeah, you can take advantage of that first month at a discount. But of course, it is just a monthly rolling plan, so there's no contract. You can cancel anytime, but you will want to stay. So take advantage of that. Come and join us. Obviously, you get in the Discord, you get full access to the indicator, and you get whitelisted for the trading bots. But it'd be great to see you all in the Discord. If you do join and come and sign up, make sure when you join the Discord, just tag me at Dave and just say you joined from the stream, or at Save with Crypto as well, and say you joined from the stream. It'd be great to know who's jumped over there. But we do have, got 10 minutes until US Open. We've had a really nice amount of viewers across X because I've retweeted it on TMG's account. So that is nice.
Good.
And we are at 29 likes, so we're at more likes than viewers. So it seems like we've lost some people, gained some people, but we're all here for the memories, aren't we? That's it. We're all here to be together, to watch Bitcoin pump through 100k on US Open now. In the Discord, we also get to play God and decide whether Dave gets fired or promoted. Apparently, this is a new thing, yeah. Apparently, this is a new thing. James wants to do a vote on whether I should get fired or not. So,
can't
I suppose...
fire you.
Yeah, I know. I tell you what. Let's do it. Let's do the poll.
And you'll find out who your friends are.
Is fate like F-A-I-T or F-A-T-E? Like, as if, like, what is my fate?
F-A-T-E in that case. I think.
There you go. Get voting.
Okay, I'm going to vote.
Get voting. Come on.
All right. Sleeping good so far.
Please vote for the good one.
Don't vote for me, for God's sake. I'll be out on my arse.
Please vote. Oh, look at that! Oh, you guys are cool. You guys are awesome. I seen someone press sat. Then someone's pressed sacked. If only I could see who pressed that.
Yeah,
I would love to know.
And where you live.
Yeah, I'm coming for you. Come on, let's double Dave's salary. Yeah. This better be 8 votes. Oh yeah, come on. Get the top one voted. Get the top one voted. Everyone get the top one voted. There's 28 people watching. Go and all vote for the top one. I want like a resounding victory for myself, so I can screenshot it and send it in the chat. We need some more votes than that, though. Let's try and get it up to 20 votes, but obviously all vote for the top one. Do not vote me to get started. Post the results in Discord. Let's hammer team. I am going to screenshot it and tag him and go, the people have spoken. The people have spoken.
Actually, tell me what we should do. I saw this Norwegian guy do it ages ago, and it was like he put a poll up, and the first question was, "Have you clicked like it?" And no, sorry, what was it? Yeah, the question was, "Have you clicked like?" The first answer was like, "Yes." And the second answer was no, but I'm about to do it now.
Brilliant.
I thought that was quite good.
We've got 30 people watching. Come on, come and vote in the poll and get the top one voted for. We just lost 3 viewers. Come back. Come back. Come and vote for the top one. Get the top one voted in. Come on, let's go. Hey, someone's voted for the bottom one there. I saw you. Someone keeps flicking between them.
Oh, no.
Don't do that. Come on now.
That's probably like James making loads of accounts, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is actually.
It's always got his whole family sort of doing it, kids and everything.
Yeah.
Or like,
Pelin says, sorry, didn't know what I was voting for. You voted. Hey, someone else has voted for the bottom one now. Get that top one voted for. Get that top one voted for. Yeah, you guys are horrible.
No, it wasn't me. By the way.
Come on. Unvote the bottom one and vote for the top one. We'll let it run until 20 votes, and then we'll close it while I'm winning.
Yeah.
But it was massively in favour of the top one, and now it's a 3/4 split.
I know. It's because you've been begging for it, you see.
Yeah, anyone who voted the bottom one, just switch over to the top one quick so I can grab a screenshot. And then saying that, I'm going to do that anyway, in case you guys try and mess with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Bitcoin's looking all right, actually. Came back 99,378. It's so good to see it up in the 90s again, isn't it?
Really nice, yeah. It'd be even better if it gets above 100. Feels like ages since it's been at 100k, doesn't it?
But I remember when it was up there, and I remember you saying like, well, I remember we were discussing the fact that you get used to it, like, and it just seemed like normal being at 104 or whatever it was at.
Yeah.
And you were saying like, imagine if we went down to 90 now, it'd be really bad. And we've been down a lot further, haven't we? What did we get to? 70, 73
74 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually is because they always talk about 40% corrections. So that was about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it got to around 30%, yeah. Or 33%, something like that.
What was the high?
108, 109. Let's go and have a look. Let's do it.
Minus 40%. So 40% would have been 65.4, so it wasn't quite.
Yeah, so it got to around 32%. It got to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, so how is the actual other vote? I was 70% up.
Oh, I closed it without realising.
So
yeah. So it did 70% up with 24 votes.
Okay. So do we know when The orange man is doing his announcements.
I don't know. I assume it's going to be random. Sean says, I've always been a rebel. I can tell, mate. I can tell. I just cook a hot dog in my kettle. Well, how's it taste? And is it actually hot? I don't know, mate. I don't know how 25% of people... It actually started going up, so I closed it. I just closed the poll because people started voting for me to be sacked. Has the high-frequency bot done any trades lately? I don't remember. I can't remember when it last did one. The low-frequency one did a good one. For those of you that aren't on the low-frequency bot, it caught a nice long. Let's see what I closed that poll at then. So it actually got up to 29% of people saying that they wanted me to be sacked, which is just criminal. Trump brutal, is 3 p.m. UK time. What is he actually like speaking? Has he got some sort of speech going on or something?
I don't know. I'm just looking on. It said Trump confirms he will sign first post-tariff trade deal with Britain. Ah. So he confirms he's going to sign something.
Right, yeah. Well, we've got 2 minutes until US Open, so I'll ring that bell shortly. I am just going to get... is 3 p.m. in 30 minutes. It is Pellin, yes.
Anything is like, you know, sometimes you hear these things and he'll say something different, or, you know, he'll say, yeah, that's the case, but, you know, we're making it, we're going to 6x the China tariffs or something.
That's crazy, isn't it? And I love it. I love how crazy he is.
I mean, he's full of surprises. That's for sure. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, he's full of surprises.
So, what time frame are you on there?
Right, I think we are nearly open. I think. Hang on. Oh,
a bit of premature ringing then.
Yeah. I just had to get my hand around it. He's just going to talk about golf. He's probably, yeah. I mean, when he comes over here, he's probably going up to St Andrews, isn't he, for a game of golf? I would do that over meeting Starmer anyway. And for those of you wondering just how talented I am, I just made a bell ring without actually holding one. Look on the screen. Do you see me holding a bell? Nope. Look. I'm not even holding one. Look at that. Now, how do I do that? Hey, is the question that you're asking now, isn't it? How do I do this? Dave the Great, how do you ring that bell without actually holding one? One of life's many mysteries. Jason has got a laughing face out. But yeah, we are open and we are heading back to the upside, nearly at 99.5k again, which is good to see. Do
you want to get your coin glass charts out in a minute?
Oh yeah, we've not actually looked at the heat maps yet, have we? Yeah. Let's see. So 24-hour liquidity. Oh, we've got a nice chunk built up now, above 100k. So people are still trying to short this move with all they can, really, by the looks of it. Short liquidity still building to the upside. Let's see 3-day. So the big hot spot is down, obviously below the current week's low. But we do have, looks like, obviously chunks of liquidity building above 100k again. So maybe it's just kind of going to chop around again like it did for the few days before today's move. And then just kind of build that liquidity above and then blast through that as well. If we look at the 1 month, I mean, it's really chewed through this high time frame liquidity and on the way up. I mean, chewed through this bit, ripped through all this, come up and took this. Then obviously on the most recent move today, rip through all this liquidity here, and immediately, if this is correct, there's not really much to the downside in terms of on the 1 month time frame. It could just quite comfortably just rip through all this as well. So definitely something to keep an eye on. And then we can go and look at the other one, which is the exchange data. So we are still, by the looks of it, heavily skewed to the upside in terms of sourcing liquidity. As you can see, down towards, in the 90s, we're only really in the hundreds of millions. But short side, we're still in the billions. So once we get to around, once we get to 102k, that will be 2 billion in shorts wiped out between now and then. And obviously we'd take all this. This is where all the build-up is here. You can see it all. From that point, maybe once we get to that point, then maybe, I don't know, maybe it might be time to take out some longs. I don't know. But if you're looking solely at liquidity, it appears that there is still room to squeeze higher. So I don't know whether it might be, again, a bit premature to try and short this. I have no idea. Personally, am I shorting it? No. But not to say, you couldn't go and do that if that's your idea. So
I'm tempted to have a little hedge short from somewhere.
Yeah,
but like a little one, just to keep me as a kind of alternative for taking profit on my big long.
Yeah. Well, you can. You can always do that, can't you?
You can. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? Because if you've got a big long open already, then you open a small short. You kind of wishing it to go down, aren't you? But you don't want to do that because.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you think, well, if it goes up, I'm going to lose that. But there again, I've got my big one. So.
Yeah. I tell you what, mate. As well, I bet your 88k entry trade is looking very juicy. I bet that's looking real nice now. So that's like a full. What, it must be about a 12, 13, 14% move now, but up from 88k to here.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to show it, but I will say that it's. I mean, it wasn't a lot of margin. It's only $1,000 margin.
Yeah.
So it's currently 3,323 in profit.
I tell you what, you have done superbly well, haven't you, on this long side move?
I have actually.
I wish I'd have played it like you. If I'd have played it like you, then I'd be very happy now.
Oh well.
Oh well, that's it. Some do, some don't. That's the way of the market.
Stick with me, La. You'll be all right.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, very nice, mate. Well done. And obviously, you can you've got a nice chunk of profit there to do whatever you want with. Yeah. Well deserved.
So that one's actually 323% in profit. That one. That one. The actual entry price. The entry price that was 86472.
Oh wow! Mega that, innit?
That's the one I'm leaving. I'm leaving that.
Yeah, very nice, mate. Very nice. Ian Styles says, "Can you have a look at KMNO?" Let's see. We can do that, mate, for you, of course.
Any idea what it is?
I have no idea. I've never heard of it. What chart should we do? Let's do this one. What's this? What have I got going on here? Let's see. Oh, mate, I tell you what, it's heading back up towards your limit sell, innit? You take profit. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Google. Oh,
right, okay. So what are we looking at this?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this has been on a rally, hasn't it? Whoa. Okay, is this what you mean? Yeah, it kind of just looks like that tier one, doesn't it? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, this is what you call a big old liquidation move / maybe exit pump or something. I don't know. I mean, what caused it? Obviously, is a different story, but where it came up to was like right into daily supply here. So it came into kind of where it needed to, as you can see, like right on a pin there. I don't know anything about this. I don't know what it is or whatever, but that is, yeah, it's a pretty wild hourly candle, isn't it? Maybe it was even in like a 5-minute candle.
So I don't really know what you do with things like that. I mean, you're not going to trade it leverage, are you? Because it moves too violently. So presumably, Ian's holding it spot, I guess. Let me know. So if you're holding it spot, do you try and sell it on those pumps, or are you just bag holding it, or I don't know?
Yeah, I mean the thing. Let's go and have a look, because I bet it came in quite quick and was yeah. So yeah, it was very similar to TIA. So if we look at this is on a 5-minute candle, just straight up bang. You know, nearly like 100%, nearly on a 5-minute candle. If we go and have a look at TIA. Obviously, TIA's wasn't as big percentage wise, but TIA had a very similar move happen today as well, where it just got a big 5-minute candle bang up and then absorbed and then, you know, drift back down. So we might, you know, maybe we'll start seeing a lot of these popping off on the charts. You know, Camino, TIA, very similar. So we might just start seeing these appear.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's one thing. Let's go and check. Yeah, should we check? So Google. Yeah, Tesla's up very nicely, nearly 4%. Microsoft up 1.3. Meta up nearly 2. Nvidia and Apple hardly moved. But all hanging on Bitcoin, isn't it? We don't want. Oh, here we go. Here he is, the main man. The main man here, Reggie, man. Yo, Reggie. BTC close to 100k, OM close to 37 cents. Let's go. Reggie man's arch nemesis, OM, is doing the dirty work.
That's good. I'm glad he's here anyway, because I was getting a bit worried about him, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we were talking about him.
We wasn't speaking about you, Reggie man, while you wasn't here. No, we were wondering where you was, mate. We was thinking, where is Reggie man?
Yeah, we were just looking at things that hadn't pumped very much.
Yeah.
All right, he's good, but he's broke. Okay, that's okay. Right.
Yeah, it's something, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah,
well, welcome to the stream, mate. Great to see you. The anticipation of tariffs removed, is that the news? I don't think he will remove tariffs. No. Why won't he remove tariffs? Because pretty much then he kind of just looks like everyone's called Trump's bluff, doesn't it? Trump can't go and put tariffs on everyone and then remove them. What he wants to do is get a better deal for the US. So technically, they could remove them because the reciprocal tariffs, but only if the other country agrees to make the tariffs on the US 0% as well. So I don't think he's just going to go and remove tariffs from countries, because that kind of goes against everything he said since he come into office. But what he's doing at the moment, and what they're doing at the moment, is working out better trade deals for the US. That's why he slapped all these big tariffs on countries, because the US, for anyone who doesn't know, the US really takes it up the behind in terms of tariffs. Like tariffs, other countries charge the US big tariffs, some of them. So that's why he's put the tariffs on them and then said, okay, well, they can be reciprocal. And that means, okay, so say a country like, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but say that India charges US imports 20% tax, aka tariff. Trump then can say, okay, well, we'll put reciprocal tariffs on, so you'll now be charged 20%. Now, if India then comes down and says, okay, let's renegotiate, we'll do, we'll lower our 20% to 5%, then the US will do the same. So, yeah, that's why I don't think we won't see him come out and just say, okay, we're just going to remove these tariffs. But that's why you see countries signing deals with him now. That's why the UK's done a deal. Other countries are doing deals because he's come in and just pretty much just walked in and just dropped his balls on the table and just said, like, you know, I'm back, and just slapped, you know, insanely high tariffs on countries, and then said, pretty much come to the negotiation table. And then obviously it's up to them. I don't whatever they decide to do. But if a country turns around and says we'll do 0% and it's in the US's interest to do 0%, then yeah, technically you'll probably see 0% maybe on some countries. But that's because he's put reciprocal tariffs on them, not because he's removed them. Mr. Delta says, totally agree with Dave, gone in high for leverage. Yeah, that's it. I mean, China is taking it now. Like, China keeps saying, oh no, like, you know, we're going to kind of stick to our guns and stuff like that. The Chinese economy really is going to start suffering, and it already kind of is, really. But, you know, you look at like Apple, you know, looking to relocate its device making to India and stuff like that. You know, that's an insane amount of money and economic revenue being removed from the Chinese economy. So, yeah, China will really start suffering, which means, you know, probably only a matter of time really before they get a deal done. Yeah. But yeah, that's that. Suppose we could rattle through to see what everything else is doing at the moment. Yeah. ETH is kind of remaining strong, actually. Remaining nice and strong.
Yeah. Actually, I had a quick look at ETC, Ethereum Classic, as well. That's gone nuts as well.
Yeah.
Which is, it always does that, and I always forget, you know.
Yeah. Me too. I don't really look at it that often. If you haven't already, please do drop a like on the stream. And if you aren't subscribed, do make sure you subscribe. And if you happen to be watching on X, please do take a second to hop over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Every subscriber counts. We're now on the hunt towards 2,500 subscribers. So every subscriber counts, literally. But yeah, ETH is remaining strong up here. We've got Sol remaining strong as well. Obviously, we've covered these a couple of times now, but Stonksy has called some great moves on the 5-minute and 1 hour time frames. But what we tend to look at on stream a lot of the time is this double confirmation. So if you happen to be watching the stream and you don't know what this is Stonksy, the indicator. Stonksy is made up of several different working parts, such as this background color change represents long and short opportunities in the market. We also have bearish and bullish arrow confirmations, which can be seen by the red and the green arrow. Also, we do have a couple of other things like these automated SR lines and other stuff. But yeah, with Stonksy, you get full access to the indicator, access to the Discord server, and we do run 2 trading bots on BLOFIN at the moment, and we might introduce more in the future. So that is all part of the package with Stonksy. Anyway, we'll carry on. So yeah, great call on Sol there. And again, while Bitcoin's took, if we look at Bitcoin there, it's took a little bit of a tumble down on it. Things like ETH, Sol remaining strong at close to the daily highs. BNB is kind of yet to get going today, only up 2%. But again, another great call by Stonksy there on the 5-minute. We'll be seeing this all across these altcoins that we're looking at. If you do want us to look at any altcoins, do drop them into the chat and we'll get them. We'll get a look at them. Let's just wait for Stonksy to load here. There we go. Great call on Doge there, up 7% today. That's great. ADA, AVAX, doing very nicely, I believe. Yeah, again in from down here. Sui, monster move, nearly 14% today. And you'll notice in a second, yeah, bang, there we go. So there's the green background, there's the green arrow, double confirmation. Bang, there we go. XLM is another one Stonksy caught. Lovely. LTC, Stonksy's in the green background here. It's not up as much as others, but we did catch another one. Absolutely superb one earlier in the week there. That was roughly about 10, is that 10%? Yeah. Roughly 10% pump on Litecoin earlier in the week. So let's see if it can do it again. What else we got? We've got H-bar. I think it caught on H-bar. No, we didn't get any background on H-bar. OM, obviously. Reggie Man's favourite coin. We've got DOT again with the double confirmation. Bang, bang. There we go. What else have we got? What's interesting? Obviously, got some things that are just moving superbly anyway. You got Aave up nearly 9%. This is another one that Stonksy got in there on a 5-minute. The 6-minute is also great. It's something that Saver Crypto covered before. Tau, we didn't get any 5-minute background on this, but again, another one up superbly well today. What else have we got? We've got Paul doing good. Apt being a great mover, nearly up 6%. Filecoin up 6%. We looked at this before at the request of someone in the chat. Radium doing great. OP doing great. So you see pretty much, rip and stick across all these altcoins here. 5-minute indication. This double confirmation is just insane. Once we get some market movements and not just stupid chop sideways all the time. Once we get some actual movement in the market, it works an absolute dream up and down. But yeah, Say is another one that caught it. So yeah, do make sure, if you do, obviously wondering, this looks fantastic, I want to get my hands on this. Well, do check out the description, because you can click the second link in the description, take you to the Stonksy website. And when you come over to the monthly, if you use code BOT20, so that's BOT20 in capitals, on this monthly plan here, when you click it, it'll take 20% off your first month for Stonksy. So come and give it a go for 20% off. There is no contract, no ties. It's just a monthly rolling plan. But you most definitely will want to stay. And when you sign up, you do get, obviously, full access to everything that I mentioned before. So it'd be great to see you over there. Bitcoin's tanking a little bit. See, I use the phrase tanking very loosely, because it's only down a couple of $100. But we are heading down, back down towards potentially below 99k now. Reggie Man says, have we discussed about the next steps from this point for either 100k or bust or 100k rejection? We can look at that, yeah. We can look at that now. My back hurts. Oh.
Have you fixed your chair yet?
Nope. Well, actually, I tell a lie. I have got the screw back in. I've not fixed it properly, but my back just hurts. The lower part of my back. So we will look at that, though.
What, your back?
No. We'll look at that from Reggie Man.
But we were talking about it earlier on, and we were thinking, because it's been below 100k for so long, that there might be a lot of people who, have plans to sell at 100k or close longs maybe, or that kind of thing. As indeed I'm planning on closing a little bit of my long at 100k. So I think it might reject then, and then have another crack at it.
Yeah.
At the moment, Stonksy on the 1 hour is long, so I'm happy to stay long.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens from this point. Right. Let's move on, shall we? And take a look at what Reggie Man has asked for. Sleep on the floor, mate. It does wonders for your back. It's not, my back's not sore generally. It's just sore from just sitting here streaming. Normally, I don't have any back pain. It's just from sitting here streaming, because I'm just kind of sat. I don't know. It must be some way I'm sat. But for what you're asking, Reggio, about 100k, I think, well, I know this is what we looked at yesterday on stream. So if we go to the daily, yeah, this kind of like 100 to 102k region is quite big. Obviously, this is where we have supply into the market on a daily time frame. So in my opinion, anyway, this is where price will face significant difficulty, obviously, because, sellers will be looking to defend any sort of push above straight to all-time high, because there's not really much resistance there. But definitely in this block here, you can see on the daily chart just the rejections, the long upper wicks just firing into here, selling off. So this would be a big supply area for sure. But I know one thing, I think it was yesterday we looked at, but we definitely looked at it this week, was this wick here. So we've now cleared that out. That wick's gone, bang, done from when we was in this consolidation. I think the next area of interest potentially is this one. So we've not quite cleared this out yet, but then that will be pretty much full liquidity clearance from the kind of 3 weeks that we was trading in this range here. That'll just be it, done. So from then on, I think we potentially face some difficulty around here. This will be like up towards, 100, 101, 102k-ish, anywhere in here. So I think that might be a struggle, but I mean, gaining 100k as support and kind of holding above it as like a psychological level potentially mounts us with like a straight, and it wouldn't even be that much of a charge. If you get above 100k and say you start consolidating above it, it's only like 3-4% into this supply zone then. So it's not even that big of a move that we're talking about. I just think what we don't want to see in terms of a bullish aspect is like a sweep of here, or maybe even like, a push into 102, 101, 102. Just clear that out and then kind of then start seeing, breakdown, weakness. That's what we don't want to see, but because then at that point, then you're thinking, okay, well, it's rallied just relentlessly at it, pretty much. We've had a couple of consolidation periods here for a week, here for a week, or just over a week. But we've not really had any sort of pullback. So then would it come down and then look for maybe a lower high, a higher low somewhere? I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But definitely, I think keep an eye on clearance of that wick. 100,137. And then, I mean, yeah, above that, did we just start zooming back into this zone here from like 107 down to 105? I don't know. What do you think, mate? What's your thoughts on it?
Not a lot really. I'm just looking at the wrong chart. I think we've got to get above 100k and then stay there, but I don't think it's going to happen straight away. I think it's going to. I don't know. I can just see a lot of people. I mean, you think about all the, all the BlackRock ETF people and all that sort of thing, because this isn't probably what they signed up for, because they were probably getting all excited when it was at 90 odd k, and then it went up to 105, and then went down to 70. And I think they're going to think, oh, sod that, when it gets to like 100k, and they think, oh, I've had enough of this, I got my money back. I don't know. I can see 100k being a problem again, but not forever, but just I don't think it's going to be quite as easy as what we think. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree for sure. People saying for me to sleep on my back on the floor. Not a
I could not be in a bedroom where you got a perfectly nice bed and then sleep on the floor. That would be like stupid,
I'm not doing that. It doesn't hurt. It only hurts when I'm sat here streaming, because I kind of like try and sit up and stuff. I don't know what it is with my chair, but my chair, I don't know how to make it where it will just like kind of stay right up. Because at the moment, it kind of just, when you lean on it, it just leans back until a certain point. I don't know how to kind of make it stick. I used to have a Noble chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a Noble chair. They're really good, then. Well, I sold it.
I've actually got a secret lab chair, like what Rabito is talking about there. I've got a secret lab chair, and the thing is, it's so comfortable and nice that I had to get a stand-up desk so that I don't sit in it all the time.
Yeah,
and because I do find standing up quite good, but I do about half and half standing up, half sitting down, really. But it is nice to be standing up. But so there we go. That's chairs.
Yeah, Loki thinks 104k. Price needs to aggregate the remaining orders. Reggie Man says, I do it nightly. Not by choice, but due to daughter waking up multiple times a night. All right, okay, mate. Fair enough.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I suppose you wake up and you just check the OM price then straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is this pesky OM price?
That's his daughter's inheritance.
when it hits $3 again or $2, Reggie Man will be absolutely fist in the air, won't he? He'll be punching the air and walking around the streets like an absolute baller when OM hits $2 again.
Yeah, he'll have a registration on his car like OM1.
Yeah. Can we have some technical analysis on Bevo coin? I think you meant Bevo. No, I'm not pulling up Bevo coin on stream. It's not a sponsored stream, so if they want to come and sponsor a stream, then I suppose they can. We can pull up Bevo coin, but I'm not giving it a sponsorship moment. Don't be so silly, crypto bro. I'll tell you what. Why don't you and whoever else is who's liking this Bevo coin get in on the in the Telegram and just start spamming Bevo and Tom Bertie saying sponsor a Stonksy stream. Sponsor a Stonksy stream. There you go. How about that?
Yeah.
And then we can have a big banner or something with Bevo on, and pull up Bevo coin and just stare at it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Have you got any?
No, I don't have any. No.
I mean, either. I kind of heard about it, and I every time I've bought a meme coin like that, I've always lost money. So, even if it seems brilliant and everyone's saying how brilliant it is, by the time I've got it, I've lost money. So I don't know. I just don't do it really.
Yeah, I mean, if they sponsor a stream and want to give me some as well, I'm perfectly happy to receive some free tokens. Yeah, but
yeah,
I don't have it. I don't have any myself. No.
Fair enough. I'm gonna have to shit off at 3:00 actually. So
yeah, no worries, mate.
So we're pretty much done, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll just keep it going until the 2 hour mark, and then we will be done. And it's Thursday already. Doesn't the week go quick? So suddenly it's Monday and we're streaming, and it's like, well, we've got a big week ahead, and then before we know it, Thursday comes around, Friday, and then that's it. Week done. So yeah. But yeah, you shoot off, mate. You shoot off. It's all right.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Finish up the last minute and a half. Don't you worry.
Yeah. It's actually only going to be like this for a few more weeks because, my daughter's doing GCSEs now, and should be done soon. That'll be it.
Yeah.
That's the end of school. It's amazing. Can't believe it.
Yeah, that's it. And then another chapter closed, I suppose.
I know. Like almost. Don't know. 2 kids done through school. Amazing.
So that means there's only just you and good old Bitcoin together.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose me and you, actually. Me and you.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Me and you me and you on the streams every day.
Yeah. That's it. And yeah. Anyway, so right, it's 3 now. So I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you for everyone coming. And I'll leave you with Dave, but do give the video the stream. Do give it a like, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, mate.
All right, ciao.
Ciao for now. Yeah, but I reiterate what Saber Crypto said. Big thank you for coming today. Do make sure you drop a like if you haven't already. Obviously, check them links in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN if you haven't. It's the best non-KYC exchange out there. And you sign up with just an email. And when you use the Stonksy link, you get yourself some lovely welcome bonuses as well. ETH is now tipped over that 9% mark. Wow. What a rally. What a rally. But yes, and of course, like I mentioned before, come and get your hands on Stonksy if you haven't. It is by far the best product on the market. And yeah, you get access to the indicator, the Discord server, and the trading bots on BLOFIN. 20% off your first month. Come and give it a go. Click the monthly button. You create your account. Put bot20 in at checkout. Bang, you're done. 20% off the cost for your first month. And then, yeah, we'll give you access to everything, get you in the Discord, indicator access, and get you hooked up on the bots. And then bang, you're ready to go. Be great to see you over there. But that is all from us for today. That's the end of another stream. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. And do make sure you come tomorrow. We've got Friday stream. We'll see where Bitcoin's at. Is it going to be above 100K? Is it going to be below 100K? Nobody knows, but we'll find out in 22 hours time, won't we, when we go live again? So, yeah, take it easy. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And, yeah, that's bye for me. So, for those of you that are in the Discord, I'll see you in there. And for those of you that you aren't, make sure you do sign up on the Bot 20 discount, and I'll see you in there. Bye for now.